If you've been struggling to make money online, then you have come to the right place. This video is for you. Thank y'all so much for giving me the most valuable thing you have, your time. If you're new here, my name is Morgan Rainey, but you can call me Lil Mo. And I am so glad that you ended up here on my channel. I was so sick of seeing gurus just really showing unrealistic things that I felt like normal people like myself and my husband didn't find attainable. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you something we have never shared before, our 12 income streams and exactly how we created them with no experience as a broke waitress and a broke sugarcane farmer that were sick of the grind and we wanted to work smarter, not harder. And I want to share with this with you today 100% for free because this has the power to change your entire life. I can give you this information, but it'll only change your life if you take action with it. So if you find this video helpful, make sure you smash thumbs up. It's such a little thing you could do that helps our channel grow. And if you hit subscribe and turn on those notifications, you won't miss any free live trainings. Our goal is to provide more value in our free videos than a lot of people do in their paid courses because we think information that can change your life should be accessible to everybody. So why did we create more than one income stream? Well, I'll tell you. Whenever I was one of the first in my family to graduate college, y'all, I was so proud. Everybody says, go to college, get a good job, you'll be safe, you'll be happy, right? So I did it. And of all my siblings, I was like, had this good, stable corporate job. And then guess what happened one day? I got fired. And I went from living the American dream, feeling like I left the trailer park, I have stable 401k insurance, to I am broke again. I had to go back to waiting tables. And in that moment, I decided I would never rely on one income stream ever again. I would love to hear in the chat, if you lost your job, would you be okay? Comment yes or no. Also want to know, what side hustles have you tried? How's it going? Let me know. We're going to answer your questions live at the end. We are about to go to France for 2 weeks because Brooke is turning 40. So y'all wish him a happy birthday. And I got to tell you, I'm sharing this with you today, not to brag, but to show you what's possible for yourself, because I didn't think I'd ever be able to afford to go to France. Okay. I never thought I would see things like that. I never thought I'd ever go to the grocery store and not have to add everything up on my phone to see if I could pay for it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So I'm going to start it at the very beginning. And just to give you guys a little bit of proof, since we've been teaching how to make money online, we started just posting these free videos on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. And here's some results that our clients have gotten, just to show you that it's not just us doing this, it's other people too. I am so proud of Megan. She has worked so hard. She is our third client this month to hit $100,000 in Amazon FBA sales in less than a year. She actually did it in less than 11 months. Megan has a powerful story. Her goal was to buy a farm, and my husband, being a sugarcane farmer, kind of hit close to home for us. And she was able to make enough money to get the farm. And that's the beauty of these side hustles. You can transfer one to the next one. The advice I would give you is, when you start, focus on one, maybe two max. We definitely got in over our head. So I'm going to share with you the good, bad, and ugly. And it's not all sunshine, okay? So if you have any specific questions, drop them in the chat. And if you want us to make a full video on any one of these, let us know what that is, because I want to provide the most value possible to you. All right, so it all started with eBay. When I was 13 years old, I lived with my single mom, my three sisters, and I wanted to do something that she couldn't afford. And I should have known I was in sales. I should have been in sales back then, because when we want to go to Girl Scout camp and she couldn't afford it, I sold so many cookies that not only me, but all of my sisters could go to Girl Scout camp. So you want somebody to do something, give them a reward, right? So then when I was 13, I decided to start selling stuff. I'd go to people's garage sales and I'd ask them for anything that didn't sell, and I would sell it on eBay. Okay. I had no idea what I was doing. I had to do it under my mom's name. And Brooke and I made this very cringy, please don't watch it. This was 3 years ago, one of our first YouTube videos ever, how to sell on eBay without leaving your house. We made that during the pandemic, and it's a pretty bad video, but selling on eBay is so easy and so beginner friendly. It is way easier than Amazon. So that is what I started with. Started with eBay. Did that when I was 13, kind of dabbled in it, but never enough to go full time. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, so then after that, this is the original side hustle that Brooke and I did. We actually have 16 income streams we created, but only 12 that we actively make now. So I don't even consider eBay one of them now because it's not that much money. We just sell things that don't sell on Amazon on there. Next one is one anybody can start right here, right now. Have y'all ever sold anything on Facebook Marketplace? Comment below. Has anybody ever messaged you? Is it available? It's like, yeah, I just posted it. Of course it's available. When it's not available, I'm going to remove it. Is that annoying to anybody? That's why I love selling on Amazon. You don't have to talk to nobody. But if you are broke, let's say you have no money and you want to start today, this is what I would do. So Brooke and I live behind like a Kohl's and a grocery store, and they would put good stuff out there. And if you go to people's neighborhood, they throw away so much good stuff. They put it out by the end of the road for anybody to get. And we would start by just getting stuff because you're getting it for free. A lot of stuff was like a desk and it was perfect. We just maybe had to wipe it off. We weren't like painting nothing. So we got this desk one day, and we still do this to this day because I'm kind of hooked on it. You get these items for free or start with stuff around your house you don't need. List that on Facebook Marketplace. If you got it for free and you sell it for $100, you just made $100 profit, cash money. If you need money to start a business, that's what I would recommend doing. Long term, not very easy to scale, but as far as turning nothing into something like we did, that is the way to go. There is no reason not to start with what you have. Don't ever let money be an excuse not to become the first millionaire in your family. If you guys do want to become the first millionaire in your family, comment side hustle. I want to know because, generational wealth starts with one risk taker. So why not you? All right. So our next one, I failed at this one big time. Amazon Associates. I made this Facebook page called Southern Saver. I was spending an hour daily on it. Most I ever made in a day was $5. I failed so bad, but I didn't quit because I learned. And so then I pivoted to Amazon FBA, which is our main hustle. So we have been selling on Amazon FBA almost 7 years. In December will be 7 years. I have been full-time for 6 years. Brooke has been full-time for 5 years. So these are our real numbers. And I'm not going to just share you sales numbers and act like that's profit because that would be a lie. In almost 7 years, we've done almost $6 million in sales. Brooke and I have done this out of our garage with no employees, which is pretty phenomenal that you can start a business that we started with $1 flipping books from Goodwill. If you guys do want to learn more about this, the first link in the description, we are having a free training tonight, kjventuresmo.com, where you can learn more. So we have done almost 6 million. If you look at that red number right underneath that, that's the returns, almost $600,000 in returns, and about 10% is pretty average for the items we sell. So over these 7 years, we have done over 1.5 million in profit. I think that's like a little bit over 200,000 a year. Now, this is before we pay taxes, unfortunately. And these businesses just don't have a lot of overhead because we don't need a storefront. We don't need employees. You can get employees if you want, but we didn't need them. So Amazon FBA changed our life. I'm so thankful to Jeff Bezos. He literally made my life way better. So my goal was by the time I turned 30, I wanted to buy my first investment property, right? So I actually had bought my own house at 23, all right? So that is just a picture of me at 23, so pumped up, got my first house. Brooke and I were dating, but we weren't married. So it was in my name, wanted to protect myself just in case. And let me go over Rakuten, then I'm gonna go back to the investment property. Rakuten is amazing. If you are not using it, you are missing thousands of dollars. I literally just got a check from them. Let me cover up all the private stuff. $562. $562 on that, y'all. And all you do is you go to the site, you type in wherever you want to go and how you can make money from this. They give you cash back, y'all. Look at this payout, okay? So I get anywhere from $500 to $1,100 to $2,800. They pay you every quarter. Every person you get to sign up for, I think they get $30 in free money, something like that. And you get $40 back, which is pretty phenomenal. I do have my affiliate link in the description if you guys want to sign up. It's totally free. And if you're not using it, you're missing out on money. So that I think since we started this in like 2013, I think we made almost $18,000. So back to our first investment property. This is our first house that we decided to flip. We get there, the house is filled with stuff. It's a foreclosure, y'all. We bought it sight unseen the day before I turned 30. There's Brooke getting rid of some of the stuff. Let me show you the magic we created. This was the living room. We had to knock down that whole fireplace. This is a bathroom, kitchen. We painted the whole outside of the house. And so, yeah. So it took us a year. Right after we bought it, the pandemic hit. It was a hot mess, y'all. We had no idea what we were doing. I was in so far over my head. People said we were crazy. Took a year. We made $60,000. Okay. And I was like, wow, that was a lot of work. I think selling on Amazon is easier than that. And I have not flipped a house since then. But we did get some investment properties. So thanks to selling on Amazon, we are so blessed and so thankful because growing up somewhere that I didn't feel comfortable inviting people over, I was so embarrassed of where I lived. I just wanted a house where I could invite people over and everybody could feel at home. And I didn't need a big fancy mansion. I just want some people could feel like they're at their own house. Thanks to selling on Amazon, we have paid cash for 3 investment properties, 3 of our dream vehicles, and we've been able to, more importantly, bless people that we love. We're not fancy people. We don't wear name brand clothes. At the end of the day, how many hamburgers can you eat? But to be able to provide things for the people you love, to me, is priceless. I would love to hear, why do you want to make extra money? What is your goal? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want to take your family on a vacation? Like, what's your reason why? Because when you have a reason why, anyhow is possible, if you ask me. All right. And so this is us with our dogs, Cajun and Dallas. And this was our, I think, 3rd investment property that we got. I was actually able to buy this house because one of our neighbors was annoyed by the dogs that lived in there. So we were able to buy the house, and which was just crazy. All right. I don't have all pictures of everything, so let me just move on to the next. Brooke and I rented cars on Turo. We no longer do that. We did it for 3 months. We were not renting name brand cars. We were renting like a Honda CRV, a Jeep Cherokee, and we were making about $3,000 a month. If we would have had this like 5-7 years ago, we probably would have gone all in on it. It wasn't passive for us. We were cleaning the cars ourselves. I had to keep looking at my phone to see if anybody was renting it out. It could be passive, but it was just too high risk for us. I didn't want the idea of somebody getting in an accident. We had one accident and it was just so much work. I was like, that ain't worth it. So then we started, Gary Vee says, get on TikTok, get on TikTok. You can make money off TikTok, but I didn't understand how. So we got on social media, and for a year I posted. I just started posting. I didn't know what I was posting. I was trying to figure it out, right? So I posted a bunch of dumb stuff. Then I kind of started looking at strategies, and I'm like, what am I good at that can help people do? I want to provide value. Because if you just post like random videos, you're going to get a bunch of creepy comments, and that is not what I was on there for. I wanted to make money, and I wanted to help people, and I wanted to make an impact. And so for a year, we posted on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and we weren't making any money from it. We were just providing free tips on like how to sell on eBay, how to sell on Amazon. And then we finally figured out how to monetize it. So on YouTube, our AdSense, which is basically like their ads. Anytime you watch an ad, we appreciate it. We get paid for it. It's not a ton of money, but also I've been doing lives lately, not a lot of pre-recorded because it's just so much work and we're so busy. And I'd rather go to France than spend my time on that. But we are very consistent at going live every week. So in like the past year on our YouTube AdSense, we made almost $10,000. And I maybe posted in the past 3 months like 2 pre-recorded edited videos. So I don't think that's too bad. And the lives are not too bad. It is a lot of work. So if you guys do find it helpful, make sure you smash thumbs up, comment, share it. Doing those little things means the world. Drop your name and where you're watching from. I would love to hear who all's here. Do y'all even find this valuable? Should I keep getting stressed out every Wednesday? Really? And then not only YouTube AdSense, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, they're paying us monthly just to post our little short form videos. At one point, Instagram was paying us like $3,000 a month. I was just blown away because I'm like, Brooke, you were sugarcane farming in the heat for $400 a week. And then I just made that just like doing nothing, I almost felt like. And so after that, we got our, let's see what this is. Oh, I'm jumped the gun, guys. So we got our second, third investment properties, and they are rental properties. And I know saying like landlord, people have a real negative connotation to that. But let me tell you my reason wanting to get into investment properties. So I grew up in a trailer with a single mom, and the end of the month always came way sooner than all the bills were paid. And we never had any landlords most of the time that were understanding of that. And I get it, they have a mortgage. I understand that now that I'm on the other side. We had this one landlord who was so sweet, and she worked with my mom one time, and at that moment I was like, when I grow up, I want to be this person. I want to be somebody who helps somebody in a time of need. There's a lot of things Brooke and I have done for our tenants that we would never publicly post on social media because everybody doesn't need to know everything you do. But at one time we had somebody late like 2 months, and most people would have evicted. We actually like lowered the rent so they could move in because they were in a sticky situation. And I just want like to be able to provide safe, affordable housing and have passive income for my family at the same time. So it's definitely a long-term investment. It's nothing you're going to see overnight, but I would recommend getting into real estate. And if you don't have a lot of money to invest, you can always start with wholesale real estate. We don't teach that, but you can YouTube and learn anything, y'all. Now, the next thing we did was our very first digital product. Okay. I wanted to learn how to make a digital product before I started making like actual whole beginner guides to things. So we got a low ticket offer that was like $29.99. And this is whenever I learn, I can like search on the internet, top 10 sites for blank. I can go on Canva, make a PDF file of it, list it on my website, and people will pay like $4.99 to download it. So if you want to get into digital products, I highly suggest you go to Etsy and just search like digital template or food journal. You could literally sell almost anything. The bigger the niche, the bigger the money. Amazon KDP is amazing. We have free trainings on that. If you want to learn more, cageadventuresmo.com/KDP is where they are located. You basically create any product, Amazon prints and ships it. Digital products is probably $1 billion industry by now. Highly, highly recommend it. And that's when we're like, okay, we need to quit trading our time for money and work smarter, not harder. So this is whenever our business mentor came to us. He wasn't our business mentor at the time. He was just a stranger online on TikTok. He said, he's like, I see y'all posting all these tips. They're so helpful. Why don't you make an Amazon FBA course? And I almost threw up because at the time I thought everybody who made courses was evil. Okay. Have you ever thought that? Because it does seem a little sleazy, right? And I think the reason is because a lot of people sell you some sort of course and they just disappear. So it might not help. Or some people will sell you something for $7 and then ask for like $1,000 for the next tier that you need. And so I thought about it for a while. He gave us a really good opportunity to promote it on his platform of like 1 million followers. So I was like, we're probably never going to do it if we don't do it now. And it's a lot of work helping people. Like our website alone is like $6,000 a year plus everything else on top of it. So I was like, let's freaking do this. Let's go. And so we started seeing real normal people's lives get impacted. And Brooke and I were very intentional from the get-go. There were some things we would never sell, like how to get ungated to sell certain products. We put that stuff in our guide for free. Some people charge like $1,000 just for that one information. And also pricing wise, we've priced all of our courses 1/5 our competitors and 1/5 what 10 business coaches told us to charge, because our goal was never to get rich selling courses. Our goal was to help as many people as possible. And when we started, we couldn't have afforded thousands of dollars, but $300, that's doable. Our average clients, like for our reviews, for example, they are making $1,000 their first 30 days, which is 3 times what they paid us one time. So we know that our value far outseeds our course. We have 3 students in the past month who hit 100K in less than a year from a $300 investment, which is just crazy. The internet will change your life if you let it. Next up, we did brand deals. Since we had built a following of 650,000 Y'all, it's crazy to me that y'all are here right now when I can't even get 5 people to come to dinner at my house and I struggle socially to talk to people, but yet you can get a following just by sharing tips. It's nuts to me. If you're passionate about something, you might want to, but I'll tell you what, putting yourself out there online, I'm going to keep it real with you. I don't know if I'd go back in time and do it again because it's come with a lot of drama, come with a lot of like, I don't know, it's been mentally exhausting at times. And people are mean online. Try being a female talking about finances. You should see some of the comments we get. The comments don't really hurt my feelings anymore because I know they're unhappy, yada, yada, yada. But what does really, really suck is like people that you help when they betray you. That stuff kind of sucks. So the internet is very powerful and you can help a lot of people with it. So just proceed with caution. Let's just put it that way. So the brand deals, we probably make about $2,500 a month. We're very particular with the brand deals we accept. We usually only promote things we've been using. So we turn down like hundreds every single month because if we don't personally use it, we don't want to vouch for it. I don't want my page to be like an ad. All these things I'm telling you about, I'm not getting paid for. These are just things that have actually made us money. I'd hate to recommend something to you, you do it, it doesn't work, and then like I don't want that. I don't want that on my hands. So y'all let me know. Have you started a side hustle? How many income streams do you have? Comment it. And I cannot believe there's over 100 people here watching me in my kitchen right now. That's so crazy to me. So 10 months ago, or almost a year ago, actually, yeah, it's September, we started being Amazon influencers where we reviewed Amazon products. We did publicly share our numbers, and that didn't end very well for us. Fortunately, 2 months ago, we pivoted because I wanted it to be passive and I wanted it to be private. We had so many people copying all of our items. They had whole hate groups. They were calling me Lil Mo in the hate group, and I wanted to be like, you are not my friend. Do not call me my nickname. You should call me Morgan. And these people hate you. They've never talked to you. They've never met you. They don't know you. They sure as hell would never say anything they say online to your face. But they must have spent hours a day. They didn't like how I held my hands. They didn't even like my dogs. Everybody likes my dogs. So yeah. So we were doing very, very well, making 20 to 30K a month. We've had to pivot with that. And for my mental health, I'm actually thankful now. The reason is I was like doing 5 reviews a day and it's an amazing side hustle. Like I recommend it 10 out of 10, but please follow all the rules. Please follow all the rules they have and please try to find a way to make it be passive because now it is much better where I don't have to get up every day and think about doing reviews, but the money that you make from doing it one time is pretty amazing. So even though it might have not ended well on our public account, I still would recommend it. Now, next up was affiliate marketing. And affiliate marketing, if you're not familiar, basically, I recommend something to you. You click my link, and when you sign up or buy something, I get paid a small commission. So, like, here's an example. So, this is just since yesterday. So, like, Seller Amp is a program that we've been using as Amazon sellers for over a year or two, something like that. And it's one of the most affordable ones. We don't even promote the more expensive one because we like this one the best. And every time somebody signs up for it, we get a little commission. So if you ever see like online, like top 10 gifts for a dog mom, whatever you've been searching, you know how they follow you everywhere. For that, anytime somebody clicks your link, so you don't even have to have your face on it, you get paid a commission. If I would start all over, Brooke, what would you do? Affiliate marketing? I think we would do affiliate marketing and probably Amazon. Like stick with those, keep everything private, faceless, because like our business mentor truly works 1 to 2 hours a day. And our stuff was not that passive, but I'm so thankful that we did everything how we did it because we ended up right here, right now. And like, did I mention we're going to France for 2 weeks? So can't really be mad about that. And finally, I have our stocks, our investments. This year, we were so blessed because these online businesses are so low overhead. You end up in this situation where you go from living paycheck to paycheck. And once you've been broke most of your life and you get money, it doesn't even feel real. And so I'm like, how do we invest in this? How do we make it grow? Like, I don't know how to do this with money. So we actually made 2 huge investments in 2 businesses. Brooke and I are silent partners in them. Each one was over $100,000. Like in 1 year, we invested $200K just in those 2 businesses, plus all of our other businesses on top of it. So the lesson is this, y'all. Make your money work for you while you're sleeping. One of the easiest ways is to open a high interest savings account, and it's one of the safest ways. You just have your money in a traditional bank, you're probably making like 0.011%. These high interest savings banks, some of them are paying 5% right now. We make thousands a month, and we could take our money out at any time. So that is a very easy way. Start flipping stuff on Facebook. And I want to give you this advice. Please don't jump ship your full-time job too soon. While you have your full-time job, start that side hustle because you have that income coming in. Don't quit too soon because then you'll be in the same situation. You only have one income stream. While you have the job, put all your energy into your side hustle. I don't want you going in early. I don't want you staying late. And I want you to really focus on growing one. Once you get that one grown and looking good, it's so much easier to put 100% of your energy into one thing than 10% into 10 things and they never really grow. And like find something you love. Find something you can enjoy doing because at the end of the day, if you don't enjoy doing it, it's kind of just like going to a job. You put yourself in the same situation. So I really hope that you guys found this video valuable today. If you have any questions, please drop them in the chat. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Sandra wants to know, you don't do Amazon influencer anymore. We still do Amazon influencer, but we do not have any public account. Everything is anonymous, private, passive, profitable. The 3 Ps that we are going for. And I'll tell you what, right after Brooke quit his job, took 2 years for us to get the courage to both go full time. We were on our way to the beach to meet his family in Gulf Shores, and less than 48 hours of him quitting his job, and like we had one income stream, Amazon FBA, our account got shut down, y'all. I don't share that to scare you. I just share this to let you know why you should never rely on one income stream. It was a very scary, like 5 days. We got our account back up. It's all good now. That was probably 5 years ago, but it was terrifying. So then I guess it kind of built us up and it taught me like a super important lesson about diversification. So like now when I lose one business stream and I still have 12 more, my family's still going to eat. I'm not going to lose sleep. If I don't enjoy doing one thing, I could stop doing it because I'm not tied to that thing. And that freedom, like some people are chasing money. They want to be rich so that they can buy fancy things, get cars, houses to impress people. I don't care about any of that. I just never want to not be able to do something because of money ever again. And like having financial security, y'all, it's priceless. Like you cannot put a price tag on that. Burke, you want to come join me real quick? All right, let me answer some of y'all's questions. I'm gonna pick the best ones to make them be good. What is one thing you would do differently in building your income streams, if anything? Laura, that is an amazing question. I love it. I don't think I would go public because we were so happy. Things were going great. We didn't have any drama. Nobody hated us. And I think that I would keep it private and I would focus more on passive streams like Amazon FBA because that can be automated, and affiliate marketing, anything that could be automated where if I'm removed from the equation, it's still making money while we sleep. That's what I would do.
Yeah, because people, I don't think, realize how much time it takes to create, make videos, help people for free most of the time. And it takes a lot of your time for sure. I know.
We still do.
I'm not fully into it because she's always filming, but I do help her.
He hates it.
And it does take away hours and hours.
It's a lot of work. Posting 3 videos a day on every social media platform. So it's a full-time job. If you guys do want to learn more about reviewing, head to cageadventuresmode.com.
Hey everybody, and thank you guys for all the birthday wishes. I'm not there yet. I'm not quite the old man, but I'm about to be.
He keeps getting better. And then if you want to learn about Amazon FBA, cageadventuresmode.com. These are both linked in the description where you can just click on them.
Yeah, everybody's up there. Thank you guys for coming. I see there's like what's been 100-some people in there. If we could get to 50 or 60 thumbs up, that would be great. Just because I love to show her some love because she works on these videos so long. It takes her all Wednesday mornings. That's what she puts in all her time to make sure that these go off without a hitch for you guys.
Yes, it's just a little thing you can do that means the world. Hey, Kelly. We love Kelly. Kelly's just an amazing person. This is such great advice. Always put the max in your 401k, especially if your company matches it. If not,
Yeah.
you leaving money on the
Why?
table.
Because that's free money. That's like probably most people they'll match up to $6,000 a year, and that's $6,000 raise if you put in the full in. And people don't understand that part until and then when they get older, once that money would build up, then it would be like, oh, that 6,000 that they gave me, that was really a raise.
Exactly. Well, I agree with Deborah. Everybody hit thumbs up.
Yeah,
Come
let's go.
on. Let's show the hate. And if you guys, if there's any haters watching,
We love you too.
We love you. Thank you for always motivating us to do more. And, you know,
and I know the reason you're watching it just to learn. So that's what we're here for. And that's all we wanted to do is help you. I don't know why you'd spill hate to people that you've never met online, but it's okay because we're just going to show you love back.
And if you met us in real life, you'd probably like us. So, and what other people say about you says a lot more about them than you is what I've kind of learned.
Most people are just in a bad place and like it could be financial place. It could be mental space. When they're just spewing hate on people online, it's easier to go at it. And I realized since 2020 happened and all that stuff, people are more aggressive when it comes to online stuff because everybody are just pent up and separated, and the world separated us. So we're not even friendly with each other anymore. So come on, let's share some more love to everyone.
I challenge everybody, compliment a stranger today. Like, make somebody's bad day better. Like,
and I want to give a shout out to Russ, who's out there from New York. He's always
Russ always shows love.
And
yes, and we appreciate
it. Thank you for always coming, and thank you for always being
commenting
there,
everything. Okay, where should I start this with? No money. I'm unemployed and care for my full-time mom.
Facebook Marketplace, baby. Go find things on the side of the road that you could flip for free, and that cash could build up real quick.
You can go to Craigslist. They have a whole free section, but you can also just drive to like the fancy neighborhoods. They're throwing away some nice stuff.
There's a lot of people that put up stuff
usually on the weekends. If you look on the weekends, that's when people do spring cleaning. We
Sunday
find stuff all the time,
and we still stop and pick things up, and it's kind of funny because we don't have time for it, but we still do it, and we still try to make the cash from it.
Oh my God. And Justin, also need to give Justin a shout out. He always shows so much love. You know, I guess I watch YouTube videos to learn almost everything I know before we got a mentor. And so I just thought the idea of coming full circle where somebody could watch one of our videos and learn something from us, I just thought that was awesome. And like, I can post these videos for free here on YouTube. So that is definitely our goal. That's why we deal with all the hate and drama for sure. So
and everything, I just want to let every one of you guys know, like, it's never, what we've built has never been easy. It's just been one step after another. And once one step got, like, we figured it out, there was something else to invest in and something else to invest in.
One leads to the next.
And it just takes a lot of time to get there. But don't rush it because you're going to get there before you know it. Like 6 years ago, I didn't know any of this stuff, or 7 years ago, I didn't know any of this stuff. And now I'm here, and I at first, I didn't think I was really smart enough for it all. But now I know, like, I learned so much, and now I can help so many people out there with just the skills that we picked up in the last 5-6 years.
We feel like if you have information that can change somebody's life, you should share it. You shouldn't gatekeep it. So Laura says, do you have a recommendation for courses, resources for monetizing a TikTok? I treasure your opinion so much. Actually, our Amazon influencer review program, the first half of it is literally
how to grow a social
media.
And a lot of people don't realize that, but we had like 2 courses in one on that masterclass, because the whole first half was how to grow any social media. Morgan really loves that kind of stuff. Literally because she loves like talking about it. She loves like digging into the algorithms and what's working and what's not working. So she really loved that part of it. And
it's all analytics.
I think a lot of people slept and didn't realize that was what was happening on the first half, because that's literally what we were teaching.
Yeah. So basically you pick your niche, you post valuable, savable, shareable content every day. And we are so blessed to live in a time where you don't have to pay thousands for advertising to start something you love. You can just pick up your phone and post it online for free. And if y'all are not taking advantage of the easiest time in history to make money online, you are missing out. So our overall message for you today is, we don't care where you're at right here, right now. I don't care if you have $5 in your account. I want you to first start with your mindset. I want you to realize you're worthy of more and you deserve more and you can get more. And the only thing stopping you is yourself, literally. And
Absolutely, yourself and your thoughts, but just know that you could accomplish anything no matter who you are.
And another important thing is surrounding yourself with the right people, because I used to think us making 20K a month was so unattainable and it would never happen. We started hanging out with people who were making, $1 million in a day. And before we knew it, we were having 100K months. And at this point, we're like, how many hamburgers can we eat? We're very simple people. And so just because you haven't figured out anything right now doesn't mean you can't figure it out tomorrow. You just need to change your mindset and start saying, like, this is possible for me if you put in the work. Nothing we've ever done has been easy, and it's never happened overnight. There have been years of struggle, lost friendships, lost so much, but it's all been worth it, I would have to say.
Yeah, just you got to get out there and start, and nobody's going to come and do it for you. Nobody's going to help. Like when you need help, yeah, there's places that you could go for help, but just know that it's not going to get done unless you're physically doing it yourself. And just hope that your grind is going to just keep you at it, and before you know it, you're going to have something successful for your own self.
And just remember, nobody is coming to save you. Nobody's coming to make your situation any better, and I think it's much better, instead of looking for a rich partner, to get rich with your partner, because then you really appreciate it together. So if you see this video today, Brooke and I are sending you so much love, and I hope that you make so much money.
Yes.
You don't even know what to do with it all, because isn't that like the ultimate goal, to be able to bless the people you love?
Absolutely.
So I hope that this inspires you. If it does, make sure you check out our other videos, because they are full of free, valuable content for you. Hit that thumbs up, hit subscribe, and until next week, y'all go make that money. Bye.